Welcome to the Bluenose, and in this Football Manager 2021 experiment, what we've done is we have just sacked every single Premier League manager, in case you couldn't tell already with everything that's in front of me right now. Every single Premier League job has an opening, so if we just look at our inbox here, as you can see, you can have a look at the favourites if you want, but every single Premier League manager has been sacked. I just thought it'd be interesting to see what happens to all the clubs. Will it benefit them? I'm sure it'll benefit a few clubs. Like Newcastle won't have Steve Bruce in charge anymore, but it will also negatively impact quite a few clubs as well. Like Man City no longer have Pep Guardiola. It'll be interesting to see where all the sacked managers end up. Also be interesting to see who the clubs hire as the replacement. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate one season into the future and see how all the teams and managers get on. Okay, so we're back and we're at the end of the 2021 season. And Man City were the champions, so even without Pep Guardiola, they're still going to be winning everything. Liverpool came in second, not too far behind them, only 4 points. Arsenal qualifying for the Champions League, so I think it's fair to say they benefited without Arteta. Then they have Chelsea, Tottenham and Man United making up the top 6, so that's just your traditional top 6 there. Leicester finishing 7th, but it was not them that qualified for Europe, it was Everton, because I assume they won the FA Cup. And relegated to the Championship are Brighton, Crystal Palace and Fulham. So these clubs did not benefit without their managers. But now what I want to look at is I want to look at the managers. I think we go season preview. Then click on Man City here. And as you can see, their manager is Jurgen Klopp. So they've just stolen Liverpool's manager. But as for Liverpool, their manager is Marcelo Bielsa. And as for Chelsea's manager, Allegri, I believe he left Juventus quite a few years ago, but now he's the Chelsea manager. As for Man United, Ancelotti just took him from Everton. And the Tottenham's manager is Pep Guardiola. So Guardiola wasn't able to do that well with Tottenham, not qualifying for the Champions League. As for Arsenal, their manager was Thierry Henry. And they actually did qualify for the Champions League as well, finishing 3rd. Considering how much of a joke he was of a manager at other clubs like Monaco, I'm not sure he was the greatest there. He just took Arsenal to the Champions League. As for Leicester, their manager is Michael O'Neill, and they just took him from Stoke. That's a bit of an uninspiring appointment, but he was able to do okay with them, finishing 7th. And as for Wolves, their manager is now Les Reed. I have no idea who this is. He's a caretaker manager, okay. Who was their manager? The manager was Jardim, but he was sacked. Now Everton, their manager is Mikel Arteta, so he's returned to Everton. And as for Southampton, their manager is Spalletti. I have no idea who this is. He was former Inter manager. And Leeds, their manager, Kiki Sanchez Flores. Is that the Watford manager? It was. And Aston Villa, their manager is now Roy Hodgson. So he's not quite retired yet, is he? West Ham, their manager is Hasenhüttl. Sheffield United, their manager is Mark Hughes. Newcastle, who has replaced Steve Bruce, will be another uninspiring appointment. Paco Gemes, I do not know who this is. A Vallecano manager, is that uninspiring? I'd say it is. Brighton, their manager is now Eddie Howe, so he was not able to keep them up. Burnley's manager, they do not have a manager. Who was their manager though? Tony Pulis, that's probably the most Burnley appointment you can get. He was able to keep them up, but only barely. West Brom's manager, Inzaghi. Pretty sure they did stay up as well, finishing 16th, so he done a good job with them. Fulham's manager, Sean Dyche. He was not able to keep them up. And as for Crystal Palace, their new manager was nobody. They do not have a manager, as they got relegated, but it was Ivic. I believe that was a former Watford manager. So there were quite a few clubs that did benefit without their managers. I mean, Man City didn't really change them because they're still top of the Premier League right now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to look at all the original Premier League managers and see where they are now. So we'll start off with Scott Parker. He is unemployed. Jose Mourinho is unemployed. Nuno is unemployed. Thomas Tuchel is unemployed. Brendan Rodgers is unemployed. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is unemployed. Pep Guardiola is obviously at Tottenham. Marcelo Bielsa is obviously at Liverpool. Mikel Arteta is obviously at Everton. Graham Potter is unemployed. Ralph Hasenhüttl is at West Ham. Ancelotti is at Man United, obviously. David Moyes is unemployed. Chris Wilder is unemployed. Sean Dyche is at Fulham. Jurgen Klopp's obviously at Man City, won the league with them. Roy Hodgson, I believe he was at Aston Villa, wasn't he? Dean Smith is unemployed. Steve Bruce is unemployed. So most of these managers are unemployed, so they never really found another job. But anyway, I think that is it for today's video. I don't really see the need on simulating another season into the future, so this is more of just to see how the teams get on in one season. Because it won't be as interesting if I just keep simulating on and on, unless I want to see where all the original managers end up. If you enjoyed it, please like, and if you're new, please subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. The links to that will be in the description below. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.